Coming up, we'll take a few shifts with senior sniper Adi Oksinen and get to know the high-scoring Finnish forward. We'll spend some time with assistant coach, BU hockey alum and film critic Albie O'Connell, and go behind the mask with the Terrier netminders. The puck stops here on this edition of BU Terriers All Access. The IIHF World Junior Championships were held in Helsinki, Finland this year. BU had the largest contingent of any NCAA team, with 4 Terriers representing 3 different countries. Defenseman Brendan Fortunato and Charlie McAvoy took home a bronze medal wearing the red, white, and blue for Team USA. Brandon Hickey played for Team Canada, and freshman center Jacob Forsbacka Carlson became the first Terrier ever to play for Team Sweden.
Oh, it's one of the best honors ever. You know, to put on that jersey, it's a special feeling every time.
You know, every time you get the opportunity to play for your country, it's always really special.
It was a great experience. Obviously, whenever you put on the jersey, it's a tremendous honor.
It was obviously pretty special. Not a lot of university players have played for Team Canada lately, and I love representing my country, and I thought it was one of my favorite hockey moments for sure.
The USA World Junior Camp this year was held at Agganis Arena. Nothing like a little home cooking for the boys from BU.
To kind of have that, I guess, like a comfort level, being here at home rink and knowing the facilities and everything like that, I was really comfortable for the camp. It shows that, USA Hockey is comfortable here too.
The fact that he's there also, it makes the adjustment even easier as well. Obviously, I felt more comfortable. To have him by my side, was really cool.
And when we ended up making the team, it was just really special.
McAvoy for Fortunato.
Probably one of the most talented teams I've been on. Not to be able to get a medal was a little bit disappointing, obviously, but it was an awesome experience to be part of that team.
Helsinki is beautiful, and the food was it was all right. We had to get used to it.
The food was something I had a hard time getting through. It was a lot of fish.
You see what the competition was, in that first game we had against Canada. That kind of set the pace for what the tournament was going to be like.
It was nice to be able to see that you can measure yourself against some of the best players on the Canadian and US team. So it was a kind of a great experience that way.
It was an unbelievable stage, especially when you're playing against Finland at home and their big Hartwell Arena, I think it was called. And it was massive and it was sold out and it was so loud there. And I think it was a great learning experience the entire way, and I enjoyed every second of it.
Milano shoots, deflected, they score. Power play goal. The US leads 4-1.
Our whole group felt, that we deserved it and that, we had a good shot. So it was a little disappointing, obviously, but those bronze medal games were tough because, even though it's not a gold medal game, you still got to get up for it and you got to play the game.
In the locker room, we kind of said right away, like, all right, we got to, this tournament's not over. We still have an opportunity to get a medal, which was a goal. The USA has, I think it was 8 medals coming into this tournament, and we're not leaving here without a 9th. So getting the bronze was our focus, and then we were fortunate enough to see that happen.
Jet hits out the other way. Chesson comes out of the penalty box, and he's almost in alone. Scores for Alex Chesson.
I was looking at college. I think just the fact that the guys that have played there before, and the quality of the school, the quality of the hockey team. At home, my parents always put a lot of emphasis on getting good grades and being good at school. And when you play college hockey, you really don't appreciate the facility that some of the teams have. And I think BU is one of them. It's strictly for the hockey team. Great arena for college hockey, and I'm very grateful for where I am today. And I've made a lot of good friendships there, and the city of Boston is is a second home for me. For myself, I owe a lot to BU, to college hockey. Definitely made a big impact on my career and also as the person I am today.
La rondelle récupérée par Chiasson. Autre tir et le but! Ben le voilà, ce but d'Alex Chiasson après avoir raté une échec.
Former BU captain Albie O'Connell is recognized as a top college recruiter. When he's not on the road searching for the next Terrier, he's working with Coach Quinn to get the team ready for game day.
I was an assistant coach at Berkshire School for a year, and then it kind of started from there. I was hoping at some point the opportunity would come open. Because I went to BU, so it was a little bit close to the heart.
We passed the 5-minute mark here in the third period. Sylvia to Albie O'Connell. He scores! Albie O'Connell!
Well, Albie's certainly paid his dues. He loves coaching, he loves recruiting. He's very well respected in the hockey world with his work ethic and his eye for talent.
As an assistant coach, you do a little bit of everything, but you have to be able to be versatile and coach all. And Quinny's good. He lets us get involved. He lets us coach, which is nice.
Phelpsy, we're going up and back. Puck goes out, go right out to him.
Well, each team has their own identity and style of play. So we look for tendencies, things that they do well, things that they maybe don't do well. Trying to get the guys prepared for what they might see, but at the same time, we don't want to overdo it, but we want to give them some information that they can absorb, hopefully can make an impact in them preparing for the game. We don't want to talk too much to them on game day. Give them information, but we want them to be free to get out there and play with their instincts.
Mo, you got the first guy on the ropes, you don't hit him. You got the second guy on the ropes, you got to finish the second guy at least.
Quinny's a head coach, he's very intense, he's got a lot of pressure. And we're there to try to help the players and help him, whether it be on the ice or off the ice or in recruiting. Our job as assistant coaches is to make the head coach's job easier and to help the players.
We're very fortunate to have him. He's played a huge role in the recruiting success we've had over the last few years.
We look for guys that can think the game, that understand hockey. Second thing we look for is guys that can skate. Those two things. And then what type of player he is. If it's a defenseman, forward, is he a bigger, stronger defender, or is he an offensive, smaller guy like Brandon Fortunato? I think the key ingredient for us is finding guys that can think, finding guys that can really skate, finding guys that have a skill level.
Closes, takes the shot, the rebound there, score! Albie O'Connell!
Nobody there but Albie O'Connell.
It all stemmed from Coach Parker, and down, and he was a very competitive guy, and championships are not easy to come by. And it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of details, and it all starts in practice.
Our guys got to wait. Because they're not going to change if we stay. They're going to keep their D.
One of the most important things was, in picking a school, was picking a good school that my degree would be worth something, and then go to a place where you could win a national championship. So I got the degree, I didn't win the national championship. The school sells itself, the academics, the location of the school, the tradition, the players that have played in the past here. It's a fun place to go to school. We're in an environment where guys can succeed, both on the ice and off the ice.
Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game.
Coming up, we'll meet the netminders for the Terriers and find out more about what it takes to be a goalie at BU. Stay with us. The Terriers have won 5 national championships, including beating crosstown rival Boston College in 1978 to win the title. It was the first of Coach Jack Parker's 3 NCAA titles. The team's roster included names like Dave Silk, Jack O'Callahan, and goaltender Jim Craig. 2 years later, along with fellow BU alum Mike Eruzione, they went on to play for Team USA, winning a gold medal in the 1980 Olympics. All of these former Terriers played a big part of that Miracle on Ice team that helped put college hockey on the map. Terrier tradition continues.
Race ahead though, lost it. Stevens now's got a man for a shot there, blocked by Lecouve.
Wild starts the second period. A big glove save there, and Maguire with a little flash of the glove.
Senior Sean Maguire, sophomore Connor Lecouve, and freshman Max Project are the netminders for the BU Terriers. And in a strange twist of fate, both of the top 2 goalies, Lecouve and Maguire, grew up just a few miles apart in British Columbia.
It's pretty hilarious, to be honest. I mean, like, what are the chances, 2 guys from just the very west coast of Canada, like Vancouver Island?
I think when I started getting recruited to play college hockey, I had like 4 schools I really wanted to go to. BU was one of them, so as soon as Buddy Powers called me on the phone, I had some butterflies in my stomach, and I was pretty set on coming here, especially after my visit. I just fell in love with the place.
I was actually picking up one of my good friends from the airport, and I was picking him up, and I just got a call from just like Boston number. Picked it up, and it was Albie O'Connell saying, "Do you want to come in and play like this upcoming year?" And I was, pretty blown away. Like, I was really stoked.
Guardians of a 6x4-foot cage, They see the game from a perspective that is as unique as the position itself. Their job is to stop a vulcanized piece of hard rubber traveling at close to 100 miles per hour. And it takes a certain type of mindset to do that.
If you're in the right state of mind, I think anything can happen. If you kind of convince yourself that you're feeling well, you're feeling fast, you're feeling like reactive, then I believe you're gonna play like that.
I'm not trying to worry about the last save I made or the last goal that went in. It's just, it's all about that next shot and like living in the moment, especially when the puck's down there. And I like to follow with my eyes and just make sure I'm connected with it.
I just try and like relax, try and stay in it. Like, I mean, it's different if you know, you just killed a penalty or something. Maybe you're just trying to take a couple deep breaths and really get your energy back. But like, if the play's been their end for a couple minutes, you got to make sure that you're not just like looking up in the crowd. No, you got to be definitely focused and not just totally spaced out.
Playing goalie at a high level definitely requires hours of practice, plus intense focus and preparation, and, of course, a little good luck doesn't hurt either.
Game day superstitions.
Yeah, you'd be here for an hour if I told you them all.
Kind of, not really.
I knock on wood a lot if I ever have a bad thought.
It's pretty weird, but I always take my stick every game, and I always sit in Grizzly's stall just to have some of that. Have some of his kind of skill wear off on me, hopefully, for the game.
Coming up on All Access, we've got lots more with the netminders of Boston University, both past and present, so stay with us.
They had Murray in behind the defense. Murray a shot, DiPietro way out to cut down the angle and then snuggles the rebound.
It was a grueling decision. You know, I guess I think I had to make, because you know, you go into the next season, I get hurt or something happens, and you know, it definitely changes things. And without BU, I don't know if any of this would be possible. I mean, that's where, you know, I really had one of my most successful years ever playing hockey. I learned so much from all the older guys we had, from Coach Parker especially. He was just, you know, it was a real honor to be a part of that and that tradition.
Moving it across, Caulfield fires, save, and the save on the rebound by DiPietro.
Brings back so many memories. You know, if I could, you know, sometimes you wish you could just go back. You know, that's when everything was, you know, everything was easy, everything was fun. You know, you go to class and then look forward to getting a chance to skate with the guys and play on the weekends. So that was definitely, if I could say anything to anyone, you know, playing college hockey is truly a great experience.
Boston University has a long tradition of great goaltenders. And for the past 17 seasons, the man responsible for coaching that position has been assistant coach Mike Garagosian.
So you gotta not give up your angle. Thanks, Gearsy.
Usually, you know, Coach Gears has a plan throughout the week, and we just kind of follow that. I mean, he's kind of the goalie guru, so I just kind of listen to him.
I've had a big advantage being an educator for a lot of years, and what we do is we set objectives, and then we have learning activities, and we certainly have performance evaluation where it's a game or a shot stirring practice. You know, Sean, especially the last year, has been a very visual learner. We do a lot on the iPad. I have him, you know, write things down to retain them. And I also, you know, write small clips for the goaltenders on what I expect. I want them to be creative, you know, within the guidelines of my experience and knowledge.
You know, I mean, there's not a lot of subjectivity to goaltending. You either stop it or you don't.
Nothing. Nothing.
Of course, no matter how talented or well coached, every goaltender gets scored upon. A big part of being a great goalie is how they deal with that adversity.
You can't dwell on goals going in, and you know we'll go over those. So stay focused in the game, 100% for 60 minutes.
Well, that's unfortunate. Just kind of forget about it, because you know the next shot is just important.
The BU Terriers have been blessed with two great goaltenders who split time on this year's team. Different styles, different personalities, but both getting the job done.
He carries down Central. What's he going to do? Saved by LeCouve!
We have a lot of confidence in Connor, and you know, he's a strong personality, very good goalie, has played well this year. You know, Connor's going to play a big part of our success moving forward.
True sniper, the true American sniper.
He's become a great positional goaltender. He's in good spots all the time.
Finds Comfer with a wrister saved by LeCouve. Follow-up saved by LeCouve.
Absolutely nothing, boy. Did they even bury one?
Well, Sean has a lot of natural quickness, a lot of natural ability.
He's incredibly competitive, he's very dedicated, he's got great athleticism, he's quick, which obviously allows him to be an elite goalie at this level, and he has been an elite goalie, and as you can see over the last few weeks, he's starting to get to that level.
Senior Sean Maguire's success this season has been particularly inspiring to his coaches and teammates because he missed all of last season due to a serious head injury.
You know, that was our first and foremost responsibility to him, is to put him in the best position to fully recover and be able to live a normal life, and then address the hockey aspect of it after that part was taken care of.
Ups and downs, to say the least. Gradually I started thinking less and less about the obstacles in my way and just kind of flowing with things. Day to day, I just get better and better. It was a long year to be off, but I'm just happy to be back.
All day, baby.
You know, there's a lot that goes into the recruiting process. You know, not only do they have to be a great goalie, they've got to be a great person, and they've got to be a great student. So, you know, it's difficult to find all three of those qualities in a goalie. We've been fortunate over the years.
Oh, you can't beat it. I mean, you're going to school here, you're getting a great education, you know, you're surrounded by all your friends, and you know, you're playing top-level hockey. So for me, it's a no-brainer.
And in goal for the Terriers, the senior from Alabama, British Columbia, number 31, Maguire.
Up next, it's high-scoring power forward Adi Oksinen, who puts the Finn in finish when BU Terriers All Access continues.
Get that loose puck, it comes to Warsofsky, he scores! David Warsofsky, his first goal as a Penguin.
Obviously playing in Boston and get to skate on the Garden Ice with BU and with the Bruins is exciting. Growing up in the Boston area, wanting to play in the Bean Pod, it's either BU or BC, and for me it was BU. My freshman year we kind of accomplished everything we wanted to. After that I think every year is obviously a good one after you win the national championship. It was exciting when it happened. I was obviously still in college. I didn't really know what to expect. You work towards making the NHL your whole life. When you finally do and you step on that ice and pull the jersey over, it's a pretty special moment. To get traded to your hometown team is exciting and a good moment for my family and myself. And I was kind of excited just to get the Bruins sweater on and get involved in the team.
Warsofsky through the slot, the drive scores! David Warsofsky's first NHL goal is a giant one!
Homan gets it back. And he gets it to Oksinen, who rips off a wrister and scores!
Playing back home was completely different compared to here. At the time, Coach Parker really wanted me to come here just to visit BU and see how the school is, and when I came here, it was just amazing. I knew that I wanted to come to BU. The first couple weeks when I arrived here, my freshman year, I was in shock and I really didn't know what to do. I have to be honest and say that I don't think anyone knew what I was talking about. But the good thing was, the first 2 years we had birthday here, so he helped me a lot. I think it's my turn now to help other European kids.
It's nice to have someone like that you can kind of lean on a little bit, especially when he's a little bit older than you, and he's been here for a couple of years now, so it's definitely one of the guys that I've been leaning on the most.
Did the goalie save it? I was sure it was going in.
The games are just so intense, and that's one thing I love. Back home we had like 50 people watching our game, and here we have sold out TD Garden, sold out Madison Square Garden. So the games here are just amazing experiences.
This puck loose, Homan in his skates, able to get free. Oksinen shot, score! Adi Oksinen ties it up!
Well, we all know he can shoot the puck. You know, he's one of our veteran players. He's been leading the team.
Ready for tomorrow? We're going to dominate them.
He's got as good a release and a shot that there is in college hockey. It's NHL-like.
Shooting the puck and scoring, that's something I've loved to do since I was a little kid.
Right to the doorstep, score! Terriers lead! Adi Oksinen!
I think everyone knows the story that I really did not want to play as a forward.
He was stunned when I told him he was going to be a forward. Later in the summer he called Steve Greeley and said, you know, I've been working hard on defense and I'd like to get back as a defenseman. And I told Steve Greeley, call him back and tell him don't get on the plane if he thinks he's going to play one more second of defense at Boston University. He's a left wing.
Then the coach told me that I would be in the top 2 lines and I would be on a power play and get a lot of ice time.
And he said, okay, I'll think about it. And he called back 24 hours later and said, okay, I'll play forward.
Obviously, I didn't have a choice. I just need to be able, when laying on Greenway, passes the puck to me, I just need to be able to finish. I have to give a lot of credit to Jack Eichel, who helped me a lot in the first exhibition game. I have to thank Coach because he might have saved my career, and right now I really love playing as a forward.
Regan through the middle, JFK 3-on-3. Wrister to goal! On the accident! Boston home, high glove side, and delivers the Terriers the victory. 21 seconds into the overtime. Wow.
That's all the time we have for this edition of BU Terriers All Access. Join us next time for a behind-the-scenes recap of this year's Bean Pot, as the defending champs look to add another championship to their storied history. Thanks for watching.
Puck squirts loose. Rodriguez to Grizzlick. Score!
We rallied, held them off, got us collected ourselves, and huge power play goal by Grizzy because he works on a shot all the time. But hey, you know, one of a few more championships we're going to win, I hope, right? One of a few more, right? Don't forget this feeling. This doesn't happen by accident. This does not happen by accident. You got to put a lot into it to win. You got to put a lot into it to win, and we put an awful lot into this. This didn't happen by accident. You didn't get lucky. You didn't get lucky. You got what you deserved. Bean Pot champs. Great job.